I'm going to talk about upcoming patterns. So there's some positive PNA, but let's go to the next 24 hours after that with 7 p.m. So the trough moved to the east for between like normal, no, December 29th and December 30th actually. So that's actually right. So there's some winds like 70 to 90 miles per hour in Toronto actually. So because Scarborough is gonna be Toronto parts of it. Wind warning actually. So let's go to 24 hours after that and compare December 30th and December 31st. Between December 30th and December 31st, the trough was more north, and the ridge was actually more north also. Let's go back and see the difference. Actually, you don't need to. So let's go to 24 hours. Skip 48 hours. So let's go to January 1st. So let's talk about January 1st, 7 p.m. just stream. So if it's a bit off, that's okay. So let's actually compare to January 2nd. So January 2nd. So last time it was like more negative PNA is in the east, but this time it's more positive. For the west, it was like positive PNA, that was negative. So like more neutral pattern because of positive PNAs in Canada, like Nevada, southwestern Nevada, but region is in Colorado actually. So let's talk about outcoming pattern, and then actually like we could do like watches, advices, warnings. So there's some wind warning. So the yellows. Let's talk about the wind warnings. The weather warnings actually. So if this is like yellow color, like yellow warning color, so it's going to be that it issues strong westerly winds. Strong southwesterly and northwesterly winds gust up to 70 to 90 miles per hour. It lasts from today all the way to today night actually. So it's gonna be strong with southwesterly winds and will become northwesterly winds this afternoon. Areas with significant ice buildup from freezing rain will be most vulnerable. So whatever. So let's talk about the like orange warnings, the orange color warnings actually. So same thing as Toronto. So everything's same actually. So that's the orange warnings. So let's do it again. Orange warning. There's no changes. So there's no red warnings because it's outside of Southern Ontario. So let's talk about upcoming patterns. So start from 7 p.m. instead of 4 p.m. So London, Hamilton, Burlington. How long video is? For 30 minutes. So London, Hamilton, Burlington, Mississauga, Brampton, Richmond Hill, Downtown Toronto, Scarborough, Stouffville, Newmarket, Oshawa, Uxbridge, Cobourg, Peterborough, Belleville, Whitehaven, Owen Sound, Salt Lake Bay, Midland, Olala, Georginia. It's going to get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. So Lionshead, Bay, Collingwood, Palm Beach, Thunder Beach is going to get some 2.5 millimeters of rainfall, snowfall. Port Elgin, Hannah is going to get some 2.5 millimeters of snowfall. Let's go to 7 a.m. So London, Niagara, and Lake Niagara for City Fort, so Oshawa, Uxbridge, Collingwood, Palm Beach, Sunny Beach, Salt Bay, Midland, Olala, Georginia, Port Elgin, Hanover. It's going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall, snowfall. So Barrie, Bavarias is going to get some 2.5 millimeters of snowfall. So let's go to next hours. So you can skip Langton, Long Point, Port Erie, Queens Bay, and Owen Santos cities. So let's go to 1 p.m. So Collingwood, Palm Beach, Sunny Beach, Solid Bay, Midland, Olala, Oshawa, Uxbridge, Beverly Hills, Virginia, Niagara on the Lake Pacific, Niagara Falls City, London, Port Elgin, Hanover. Those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. Let's go to next tower actually. So let's go to 7 p.m. So Port Elgin, Hanover, Collingwood, Scarborough, Stouffville, Newmarket, Orangeville, Toronto, Richmond Hill, Hamilton, Burlington, Niagara on the Lake, Niagara Falls City, London. So skip London. So those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. Then the next account. So oh, that's 10 p.m. One. So let's go to 7 p.m. A little bit back. So London, Hamilton, Burlington, Oakland again. So down to Toronto, Niagara, and then Niagara Falls City, Port Elgin, Hanover, Midland, Orlilla, those Peterborough, no Peterborough. Gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. Let's go to next tower. It is 7 a.m. So Port Elgin, Hanover, Scarborough, Stouffville, downtown Toronto, Richmond Hill, Newmarket, Stouffville. So Orangeville, New Brampton, Mississauga, Niagara, and the lake parts of it. Gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall entering Hamilton, Burlington. So the 7 a.m. The 10 a.m. So 7 a.m. actually. So Niagara on the lake and the parts of Niagara Falls City, Port Elgin, Scarborough, Stouffville, downtown Toronto, Richmond Hill, Newmarket, Stouffville. So Orangeville, possibly in Brampton, Miss Hamilton. It's gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. Some people skipped. So let's go to 1 p.m. actually. So Watertown, Lionshead, Obey, Collingwood, Palm Beach, and Beach, South Bay, Midland, Olalla, Barrie, Virginia, Beverly Hills, Scarborough, Stouffville, Newmarket, Orangeville, Toronto, Richmond Hill, Mississauga, Brampton, Hamilton, Burlington, Hamilton, Niagara on the Lake, Niagara Falls City, London, Belleville, Coburg. It's gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. So Port Elgin, it's gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of snowfall. So Oshawa is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. Let's go to next hour. But that's a little bit off. So let's do 1 p.m. actually. So line said Obey, Byton, Owen Sound, Scarborough, Stouffville, Delta Toronto, Richmond Hill, Newmarket, Stouffville, Brampton, Orangeville, Mississauga, Niagara Falls City, Solid Bay, Midlands. Gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. Boy, Hollywood's gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of snowfall. Let's go to next hour, which is 7 p.m. Let's go to 7 a.m. again. 7 a.m. is fixed, so 1 p.m. Let's go to 7 p.m. So Scarborough, Stouffville, Newmarket, Richmond Hill, Delta Toronto, Mississauga, Brampton, Orangeville, Oshawa, Uxbridge, Coburg, Peterborough, Belleville, Whiteton, Lionshead, Obey, Palm Beach, Thunder Beach, South Bay, Midland, Orlando, Barrie, Virginia, Beverly Hills, London, Niagara, and the Lake, Niagara Falls City. Those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. Boy, Alcina is gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of snowfall. So those cities are going. So Boy, Alcina is 2.5 millimeters of snowfall. Let's go to 7 a.m. Let's go to 7 a.m. So Boy, Alcina it's gonna get London. It's gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. Let's go to next hour, which is 1 p.m. actually. So Owen Sound, Collingwood, Lionshead, Obey, Palm Beach, Sunny Beach, South Bay, Midland, Orlando, Barrie, Virginia, Beverly Hills, Hamilton, Burlington, Oakland, Niagara on the Lake, Port Elgin, Hanover. It's gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. Let's go to next hour. 7 p.m. actually. So Line State, Obey, Whiteton, Boyalton, Honorwood, Collingwood, Palm Beach, and Beach, like the Bay, Midland, or Little Niagara on the lake. Those is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snow finding berry. So not berry actually. So let's go to 7 a.m. So Line State, Obey, Whiteton, Collingwood, Palm Beach, and Beach, on the Bay, Midland, or Little Berry, Georgia, Beverly, Scarborough, Suffolk, Newmarket, Richmond Hill, Mississauga, Brampton, Orangeville, Richmond Hill, Delta Toronto, Newmarket, Oshawa, Uxbridge, Coburg, Peterborough, Belleville, Niagara Falls City, 480, Hamilton, Burlington, Oakville, London, Port Elgin, Ottawa. Those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. Let's go to next hour. It is 1 p.m. actually, so Line said, Obey, Wyatt, and Son. Collingwood, Port Elgin, Ottawa, Palm Beach, Sun Beach, South Bay, Midland, Orlando, Berry, Georgia, Beverly Isles, Niagara Falls, City Beach. Going to get some 0.20 ooks. Where's Brampton, Orangeville? Those cities are going to get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. So let's go to 7 p.m. actually. Let's double check. Let's go to 7 p.m. So let's go to yeah. Line said, Obey, Whiteton, Collingwood, Palm Beach, Dutton Beach, Soloway, Midland, Orlando, Berry, Georgia, Beverly Isles, Uxbridge, Peterborough, Port Elgin, Ottawa. It's gonna get some 0. No, Stouffville. So Stouffville, Brampton, Orangeville. Those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. Let's go to there's no next hour. So let's go to total rainfall. Precipitation pattern. Pressure pattern first. That's the PM. That's the actual one. So London 1004, Hamilton is 1996 and 992. Let's go to 24 hours after that, which is 7 p.m. So 1012, 1008. So we need to zoom out to Southern Ontario. So the 1004 millibars the pressure. So let's go to 24 hours after that, which is 7 p.m. So Toronto. Because it is in Toronto. So Southern Ontario, 1008. So the lowest is Ontario pressure. So 1004, 1008 millibars pressure. Let's go to 7 p.m. It is January 1st. So zoom into Toronto, Toronto. So 1012. So 1008. Zoom into Southern Ontario. The closest. There's only pressure, two only pressures. So let's go to 24 hours after that. There's a 1008, 1004, 1012 millibars of pressure actually. So let's talk about the total mixed precipitation patterns. Not mixed, like mixed total precipitation. So London is 3 millimeters, 4 millimeters, 4, no, it's gonna be different. So Collingwood 5, Whiteton 3, Brampton 2, Delta Toronto 1, Mississauga's 2, Stouffville to 1, 0.5, no. So one is in Scarborough, so one is Newmarket, Orange was 2 millimeters, Oshawa is 2, Uxbridge 3, Peterborough 2, Coburg 3, Belleville 2, 1 Niagara on the lake, Niagara Falls is 2, Hamilton is 2, Oakville is going to be 2 millimeters, Oakville again is 2 millimeters, so lines, no, it's going to be lines head or base is going to be 3 millimeters. Berry is going to be 3 millimeters, so it could be 4. So it's actually is going to be 4 millimeters. It's in Berry, so Beverly Isles is actually going to be 3 millimeters of rainfall. Beverly Isles, Georgia, it's actually going to be 2 millimeters of rainfall. So Little actually is going to be 2.5 millimeters. Actually, it's going to be 2 millimeters of rainfall. Midland is actually going to be 2 millimeters of rainfall. South Bay is actually 2. Palm Beach is going to be 4 millimeters of rainfall. Actually 3 millimeters in Palm Beach. Solid base actually is going to be 4 millimeters of rainfall. So Langton Long Point. Yeah, let's go to the next hours. So this 7 p.m. So London 0.7 millimeters, Niagara on the Lake 1 millimeters, Niagara Falls City is also 1 millimeters, Hamilton is 0.7, Quebec 1 millimeters, so data 0.7, Oakville 0.2, data 0.2, so Oakville also 0.67. So Whiteton is 0.2 millimeters, Collingwood is actually going to be 1 millimeters, Bombay is actually going to be 2 millimeters of rainfall. So Thunder Beach is actually going to be 2 millimeters. Solid Bay is 2 millimeters. Land is 2 millimeters. Orlilla is going to be 0.8. Ooks is 1 millimeters. Coburg is 0.7. Peterborough is going to be different. So Peterborough is going to be 0.6 millimeters. So for Eddie, so now falsity. So for Elgin is going to be 0.7. No, it's going to be 1.2. So 1.1 millimeters. Hana is going to be 1.2, no, 1.1, no, 1.2 millimeters in honor. So Collingwood is done, so Queen's White doesn't count. So let's go to next hour, which is 7 p.m. actually. London 1 millimeters, Brampton 2, Downtown 2, Stouffville 1, 1.5 Scarborough. Mississauga is going to be 2 millimeters, Niagara Lake 2, Niagara Falls City is 1, Hamilton is going to be 4 millimeters. Oakville for like Oakville again is going to be 2 millimeters of rainfall. So Oshawa is 0.7, Uxbridge 0.7. So Belleville is going to be 0.7 millimeters of rainfall. So Solid Base actually is going to be 1 millimeters. Thunder Base is actually going to be 1.1. No, it's going to be 1.1 millimeters in Thunder Beach. Solid Base 1 millimeters of rainfall. Line said is 1 millimeters of rainfall. Borealgin is going to be 5 millimeters of rainfall. So Hanover is also going to be 4 millimeters. No, it's going to be 5 millimeters of rainfall. Collingwood is 2 millimeters of rainfall. So Coburg is going to be 0.6 millimeters. Peterborough is actually 0.6 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to the Barrie is going to be 2 millimeters. Georginia is actually is going to be 1 millimeter. So it's actually going to be 0.8 millimeters of rainfall. So Beverly Isles is going to be 1 millimeter. It's actually 0.9 millimeters. Orlella is going to be 0.6 millimeters. So let's go to double check. So Newmarket is 2 millimeters. Orangeville is actually 3 millimeters. So let's go to 7 p.m. So White's 3 millimeters, Collingwood is 0.7 no, it's going to be 1.1 millimeters. Palm Beach is actually going to be 0.7. No, it's going to be 0. No, it's going to be 4 millimeters. Thunder Beach is 0.4 millimeters. Solid Beach is actually 3 millimeters. Midland is actually going to be, let's do it again. So Midland is actually going to be 2 millimeters, 3 millimeters. So it could be 2. So Barrie is actually going to be the later. So Mississauga is going to be 0.6. Down to Toronto is going to be 0.6, so it's 0.2 actually. So Brampton is going to be 0.2 millimeters. So Beverly Isles is actually going to be 0.6 millimeters. Georginia is actually 0.7. Barrie is going to be 0.9 millimeter. No, millimeters of rainfall. That's in Barrie. Olala is going to be 1.6 millimeters of rainfall. Port Elgin is going to be 2.5 millimeters. It could be 3 millimeters, but it's going to be 2.5. So Hanover is going to be 2.3 millimeters. So Hobbs Bay lines is going to be 3 millimeters, and Hobbs Bay line said is actually going to be 3 millimeters of rainfall. So Hamilton is going to be 0.8 millimeters of rainfall. So Niagara on the lake is 0.8 millimeters of rainfall. So that's the heaviest. Light is 0.2. So it's Belleville. So let's go to next tower. So January 2nd, actually. So 7 p.m. So Y10 is 3 millimeters. Hope's Bay is actually going to be 3 millimeters. Lion's Head is going to be 3 millimeters. Boyalton is going to be 2.5. So it's going to be 2.6. It's in Boyalton. Honor is actually going to be different. So Honor is actually 3 millimeters. Collingwood is 1 millimeters. Bomb Beach on the beach, on the bay. Midland is going to be 3 millimeters. Olala 3. Georginia is actually 2.5. Beverly Isles is actually going to be 1.2 millimeters. Barrie is going to be So Barry's actually is going to be 1.1. So 1.1 is in Barry. So down Mississauga, Brampton, it's going to be no Mrs. So Mississauga is actually going to be 0.5. Brampton is going to be 0.6. So Richmond Hill is in 0.2. So 0.5 is in Richmond Hill. Down to Toronto is actually going to be 0.4 millimeters of rainfall. So Niagara on the lake is going to be 0.6. Niagara Falls City is going to be 0.6. Wilkes-Barre is going to be 0.2. So Peterborough is actually going to be 0.7 millimeters of rainfall. So only Orangeville. So New Orangeville is actually 0.7. Newmarket is 0.5. Stouffville 0.6 millimeters. So Stouffville is actually 0.2. So let's go to next hour. Actually, total snowfall. Oh, Hamilton is going to be 0.5 millimeters of rainfall. Oakville is also 0.5 millimeters. So Oakville again is going to be 0.5 millimeters. So let's go to Uxbray. Or Uxbray is done. So let's go to next total snowfall actually. So London is 3.1, while Newmarket is 1.2, Stouffville was 1.1, Downtown Toronto is 0.7, Brampton 0.9, so Mississauga 0.9, also 1.3, Uxbridge 0.2.7, 1.6 is in Peterborough, 1.8 is in Colbert, 1.0 is in Belleville, 1.4 is Hamilton, Niagara, 1.0, 1.5 is Niagara Falls City. That is going to be, no, Barton is 3.2, Collingwood is 4.6, Port Elgin is going to be 4 centimeters of snowfall, but it's going to be different. So that's 4.6 centimeters is no, it's 4.5 centimeters is in Port Elgin. Then Hanover is going to be 4.6 centimeters of snowfall, but it's actually is going to be 4 point. So let's do Barrie first. So Barrie is actually is going to be So Barry is actually is going to be the later. So Jordania is actually is going to be Jordania is actually is going to be 2.6 centimeters of snowfall. So 2.5. 2.5 centimeters in Georgina. Beverly Isles is actually going to be close to 3 centimeters. So it's actually going to be 3 centimeters. Barry is actually going to be. The Orilla is actually going to be close to like 2.5. So it's going to be 2.4 centimeters. So 2.3 actually. So it's going to take a minute. So so Barry is going to be. Mean average is actually going to be. So mean average is actually is gonna be 3.7 centimeters. No, it's gonna be too high. So it's actually 3.7 barely. Beverly ISO is actually 3.6 centimeters. So Georgia. So let's go to Orla's done. So Hope's Bay line said is actually is going to be 3.8 centimeters. Hope's Bay line said actually. So let's go to next hour, which is 7 p.m. The Whiteton 0.3, 0.5, Collingwood 0.2, Brampton, Atlanta 0.3, Stouffville 0.1, Scarborough 0.2, Newmarket 0.2, Orangeville 0.2, Uxbridge 1.4, Oshawa 0.6, Peterborough 0.4, Coburg 0.5, Babel 0.1, Niagara Lake 1.1, Niagara Falls City 0.9, London 0.8, Hamilton 0.8, 0.8 is the local, so Mississauga 0.2, so Jordinia's actually is going to be close to 2.4 centimeters. So 2.5, Beverly Hills is 2.4 centimeters. So let's do it a little later. So Barry is going to be, so Barry's actually is going to be 2.7 centimeters of snowfall. So Port Elgin's actually 0.8, 0.9 centimeters. Hanam is going to be 2.4. So 2.4 centimeter, no, it's going to be 1.3. So 1.2 centimeters. In honours, so bottom gonna do the later. So solid base 1.8, so midline is also 1.8 centimeters. So let's do Orilla. So Orilla's above like 1.3, so 1.1 centimeters of snowfall in Orilla. So Bomb Beach is actually going to be. So Bomb Beach is actually going to be different. So gonna take a minute. So Bomb Beach is going to be 1.3. So 1.7 is in Palm Beach. 1.6 is in Thunder Beach. So let's do it again. So 1.7 is in 1.6 in Thunder Beach and Solid Beach. The Palm Beach is 1.7, 1.6 in Thunder Beach. So that's the actual one. Midland same thing. So Midland doesn't change. So Richmond Hill is actually going to be 0.15 centimeters of snowfall. So let's go to next tower, which is December 31st. London 1.3, Whiteham 2.6, Collingwood 2.2, Brampton's 2.0, Downtown Toronto's 1.8, Stouffville 1.5, Scarborough is going to be, Oshawa is 1.0.5, Uxbridge 0.7, Newmarket 0.6, 1.6, Peterborough 1.0.3, Coburg with 0.5, Balboa 0.8, Niagara Lake 1.8, Niagara Falls City is 1.4, Hamilton 0.9, 3.9 Hamilton, 2.9 is local. The lightest is in local could be close to 2.0. So it's gonna be 2.0 centimeters. So it's in local. So the lightest. So Beverly Isles is actually going to be 1.2 centimeters. Barry is actually going to be 1.6 centimeters. So all of that's going to be the different numbers. So whole way is going to be like 0.8, so 0.6 centimeters difference. So Palm Beach is going to be 1.7 in Palm Beach. Solid Bay is 1.1. 1.2 is in Thunder Beach. So Orangeville is going to be 2.6. So 2.7 is in Orangeville. So to Orange, let's do Georginia first. So Georginia is going to be so buried. So Georginia's actually is going to be 1.3. So 1.2 centimeters of snowfall. Beverly Hills is 1.2. Olala is going to be so 1.0. So 1.0 centimeters actually is 1. No, 0.9 centimeters is in Olala. So Barry's actually is going to be 1.6 centimeters. Just go to next tower. The boy Elgin is actually is going to be 5 centimeters. So Honor actually is going to be also 5 centimeters. So let's go to next tower. 7 p.m. actually January 1st. So 0.9 Hamilton, Brampton 0.3, Downtown Toronto 0.3, Mississauga 0.3, Newmarket 0.2, Stouffville 0. No, Uxbridge 0.3, so 2.7 Whiteton, Collingwood 2.9, so Palm Beach. So let's do Port Elgin. So Port Elgin is 2.5 centimeters. Honors actually is going to be 2.5 centimeters. So Hope's Bay is too far. So line set is going to be close to 2.5. So it's going to be 2.6 centimeters of snowfall. So solid base actually is 2.5. 2.6 centimeters in Dunn Beach. So Palm Beach is going to be 3.7 centimeters. No, it's going to be 3.8 centimeters in Palm Beach. That's Palm Beach. So Dunn Beach is going to be 3.8. So 3.9 centimeters. This is on the beach. So 2.4 is a Midland. So Olala is going to be 1.3. So 1.4 centimeters. So Jordania's axis is going to be different. So 1 centimeters is in Georgia. Beverly axis is actually going to be 0.8 centimeters. Barry's axis is going to be 1.3. So it's going to be 1.2 centimeters. So Vision Mail Hill gets no snowfall, so blah, blah, blah. So Beverly Isles is actually going to be 0.6 centimeters of snowfall. So there's Beverly Isles. So 0.8 centimeters in Georgia. So that's actual precipitation. So let's look at next hour. Niagara on the lake is 0.3 centimeters. So let's go to next hour. Next day, actually. Let's go to 7 p.m. Let's go back to January 1st. Let's go to January 2nd again. 7 p.m. So 0.2 is in London, Hamilton 0.3, Brampton 0.6, Downtown Toronto 0.2, Scarborough 0.3, Stouffville 0.4, Richmond Hill 0.5, Newmarket 0.3, Orangeville is going to be 0.4, Uxbridge 0.9, Oshawa 0.2, Peterborough 0.5, Cobourg 0.2, Belleville 0.2, Niagara 0.4, Niagara Falls City 0.5, Hamilton 0.3, so Mississauga is going to be 0.6 centimeters. Hamilton is going to be 0.3 centimeters. So that's Oakville. So Oakville again is going to be 0.5 centimeters. So So Port Elgin is actually going to be 2.5 centimeters. Hanover is going to be 2.7 or 2.6. So it's actually 2.8 centimeters. Collingwood is 2.3, 1.3 centimeters. So Hope's Bay. So Bomb Beach is going to be, let's see the actual precipitation amount. So it's going to be, so it's actually going to be 3.3 centimeters of snowfall. That's Bomb Beach. So Bomb Beach is actually going to be 3.4 centimeters. Thunder Beach is actually going to be 3.4 centimeters. Solar Bay is actually 3.2 centimeters. So Midland is has to be like 3.7. No, it's going to be 3.6 centimeters. Olala is going to be 3.6 centimeters. Actually, it's going to be 3.4 centimeters. So snowfall. So that's 3.4. No, 3.5 centimeters in Olala. So Georginia's actually that's corrected. So Georginia's actually is going to be 2.5 centimeters. Beverly Hills is actually going to be 1.3 centimeters. Barry is going to be, so Barry's axis is going to be close to 1.3 centimeters. So it's going to be 1.4 centimeters. So Barry, so Barilla is going to be the done. So let's go to winter precipitation.